guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to walk you guys through what's on my iPhone. I personally love watching what's on my iPhone videos. I think it's a cool way to find new apps and new cool ways to do things. So if you guys are interested in seeing what's on my iPhone, then definitely keep watching, and let's get right into the video. So I have the iPhone XS Max. I got it in this silver color, and I keep this cute little case on it. So on my home screen, I just have this really simple, cute pink ombre-ish wallpaper. Pink is my favorite color, so I thought this was just a cute plain wallpaper to have. It's not doing too much, it's just simple. The main apps I have along the bottom are Safari, my messaging app, my phone app, and my camera app. And up top, my first app is the calendar because it's nice when you wake up to know what day it is. Next, I have the clock app. Next to the clock, I have my music folder. In my music folder, I have Apple Music. I use this a lot throughout the day. Mostly, I listen to 3 playlists. It's either actually 4. I usually listen to On Repeat, R&B Replay, the A-list hip hop, and the A-list R&B. And those are 4 playlists that Apple makes and curates and updates on a regular basis. So it's good because you really don't have to search for new music. It's kind of like just given to you. So like that's cool. I don't really have to search for anything, and whenever something new comes out, I always kind of hear it because it just pops up in one of these 4 playlists. Next, I have Pandora. I usually only use Pandora for road trips. They have a Keisha Cole station, and it's really, really good for like throwbacks that you didn't even remember. And it kind of keeps you alert and like up, and you're just singing to everything you forgot you knew when you're on the road. So that's why I have Pandora. I have SoundCloud for obvious reasons. We all know what SoundCloud is. I have podcasts. Lately, I've been listening to the Receipts podcast and the Girls Bathroom with Sophia and Chintzia. I like them both. They're really just sending dilemmas, and then they just respond and give you advice. So sometimes they're funny, so I like those. I have been looking for ones that are more like successful women podcasts, or like women in YouTube, or women in business, or like those kinds of things. I haven't found that many, so that's what these other ones are, like me kind of trying to figure it out and see. Next to that, I have the social media folder, which is basically every social media that everyone else has: Mail, Twitter, Messenger, Instagram, YouTube, Gmail, Pinterest. I love Pinterest. It just has so much on here. Everyone just looks bomb. Everyone's skin is like perfectly moisturized. So I really, if you leave me alone, I really can spend hours on here. It's sick how long I can just scroll. One picture just leads you down like a dark hole of more pictures. So I can spend a sick amount of time on Pinterest if you let me. Then I have YouTube Studio and YouTube Tracker, which I use to track my growth. I have TubeBuddy, Reports. I use Reports to check who's unfollowing me on Instagram. And then I have Snapchat, and I have Bitmoji. Next, I have a coins folder. I have my student loans, my Cash App, my bank, like all that good stuff's in there. And then next to those folders, I have Flipped. Flipped is a really cool app to me. It really helps me focus a lot throughout the day. So when you open it, it gives you the choice to do mindful moments, and mindful moments are moments where you don't use your phone, you're not connected to social media, you're really just focused on the present, focused on what you're doing. They have a bunch of different hours you can choose from. You can choose 12 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, 8 hours, 4 hours, or you can choose custom. Custom you have to pay for though, so I usually just stick to the blocks. I typically pick the Flipped 180, which is 3 hours, and when you click on it, it just basically starts counting your time, and then it sends that to the Apple Health app, and it lets that know how much time you didn't spend on your phone. I rarely can make it through all 3 hours, but I usually try really hard to do so. Sometimes I can, but it's just not all the time. So on my next page, I have the apps I don't use nearly as much, and I have them all grouped into folders just because it looks really cluttery when they're just all over everywhere, so I have them grouped by what they are. The first one I have is utilities. The main things I use out of this are settings, obviously. Notes, I use Notes a lot. I just store everything in Notes. I store video ideas, I store anything that comes to mind that I don't want to forget. I even have a list of like Halloween costumes that I just think in my head, because whenever Halloween comes around, I just honestly for the life of me can't remember anything. So I keep a ton of things in here, and I recently found out that you can password protect your notes, which I didn't know. So that makes it even more useful. I use it even more than I already was using it now. I have AccuWeather. I like AccuWeather a lot better than I like the iPhone weather app. AccuWeather is just more specific, I guess. I like that I can scroll through and see the timing for each time of the day. I like that. I like that it gives me real feel time. So like you can say it's 85 degrees, but does it feel 85 or does it feel 4? Like I would like to know. So that's nice. I also like that it'll give me a 15-day forecast instead of just a 7 or a 5. Next, I have files, I have Google Drive, I have Google Sheets, Google Docs, Dropbox, and Documents. I use Google Sheets a lot, and I use Google Docs a lot. Then the next folder I have is photography. This is where I keep all my like photo editing and whatnot. I have VSCO, which everyone has. I have Facetune, Canon Camera Connect, which is what I use to connect to my Canon. I have my Photos app. I have Unum. So this app basically shows you what's already on your Instagram, and then it shows you what pictures you add will look like. So it lets you basically choose how your feed will look and lets you get a preview of how it's going to look before you actually upload pictures. I'm not one of those people who takes it too serious, but if I were to become that, I guess I could use this. Next, I have Stories Edit, which is a really cool app for Instagram stories. It gives you a bunch of different templates, and you can fill it in with your own quotes and your own pictures and your own colors, and that's cool. I like to do that. Then I have Unfold, which is another cool app for Instagram stories. Then I have Gemini. Gemini is really cool because it groups all the photos you have. That is really ugly, wow. So Gemini basically takes all the photos you have on your phone, it groups them into folders, and then it lets you go through and select which ones you want to mass delete. It'll clump them into blurred photos, notes, and screenshots, and then it will let you select which ones you want to delete. Say you want to just delete all the blurry photos you have in your phone, you can just click the blurry photo folder and just delete it all. And then say you also have duplicates, you can select all the duplicates and just delete them all. It'll even group them based on lookalikes, and you can just delete all the lookalikes. It really helps when you're someone like me who has 4,000 photos in your phone. Next, I have Eraser, which is how I erase around my body when I want to add little things to my thumbnails. I have Fonto, which is what I use to make my thumbnails. I have Giphy, which is what I use to find GIFs. I have Wideogram, which is what I use to put things on Poshmark. Prequel is really cool. Everything wants to charge me. I'm not paying. So you select something you want to do. It's going to crop the video for you. And then it lets you add like cute little sparkles and stuff to it, which is what I like. So I really like the diamond that it has. So you can add the diamond and then you select the intensity of the diamond so you can turn it up. So it'll add like cute dazzles, or you can turn it down. Then you can do the scale to make them bigger or smaller, which I think is also cool. You can also rotate them. It also has other things like disco, which I don't really love. It makes everything like a weirdish, bluish, pinkish tint. Next, I have Nietzsche, which is what I used to make my phone background. Once it downloads, you can change the pictures and add your own. You can also add your own like tape. I really like putting tape on like pictures in my story and stuff. So you can do that. Like, see, I can put like tape here and like make that look taped. You can also add like little pictures, I guess, like little drawings. Then I also have Lightroom CC. So that's really it for my photography folder. For my shopping folder, I have a bunch of different stuff in here. Amazon, everything is on Amazon, and if you're sleeping on Amazon, you're crazy. So I have ZARA, I have Sneakers app, I have ShopTagger. ShopTagger is really good because when you're shopping, you can find something you really like and click add to ShopTagger, and it'll email you when it's back in stock, when the price drops, when it's on sale. When I find something I really like and they don't have it in my size, I'll add it to my ShopTagger. Or when I find something I really like and it's overpriced, I'll add it to my ShopTagger and wait for it to go on sale. Next, I have Like to Know It. I have Sephora. I have Pretty Little Thing. I have Pink Nation. I have Poshmark. Follow me on Poshmark. I'm going to upload a bunch of stuff this week, I think. I have like a bunch of old stuff on there now, but I have a ton of stuff. You guys can't see this major pile in my room, but I have a ton of stuff that I have to upload on there. Between there and Depop, so follow me on both of them. I'll put my link in the description box, I guess. I have Farfetch. I have Victoria's Secret. I have H&M. I have ASOS. I have AliExpress. I love AliExpress. Just recently fell in love with it. I have Misguided. I have Ebates. Ebates is also really good because if you shop at bigger stores, like say you shop at Macy's, you shop at Nike, you shop at Neiman Marcus, you shop at Sephora. When you shop at those stores, they'll give you some of your money back, which is money you normally wouldn't get back. It's just another way to save your money. I have 21 Buttons, I have Foot Locker, I have Urban Outfitters, Michaels, Joann Fabrics, and Target. Next, I have the TV folder. This has to be the most used folder on my phone next to my social media folder. First, I have my Apple TV remote. This is because sometimes the Apple TV remote is so small that sometimes I'll lose it. On here, I have Netflix. If you guys have any Netflix shows you recommend, definitely leave them in the comments down below. I'm always looking for new shows. I have the Stars app, which is what I used to watch Power. I have ABC, which is what I used to watch How to Get Away with Murder. I have HBO Go, which is what I used to watch Game of Thrones. I have VH1, which I rarely use, but I have it just in case. I keep the MTV app because I love the Teen Mom 2. I love Young and Pregnant. I really love The Challenge. That's like my favorite show of all time, probably. I have Bravo because, of course, I have to watch my Housewives. Next, I have the Lifestyle folder. This is where we keep our ring. We have the Regal movie app, Groupon. Wallpaper List is a pretty cool app. Wallpaper List has a ton of wallpapers that fit your phone and they're not going to be like grainy and out of focus and like poor quality. So you can go to food and drinks, celebrities, cars. They just have like some of everything on here and all their pictures are really cool, very good quality, super vibrant. I have Etsy, I have Alexa, and I have Zillow. In games, I rarely play these games on my phone, but if I'm really bored, I will. I have 8-Ball Pool, I have Spades, and I have Quiz Up. Next, I have my travel app that I use when I'm out of town. I have Uber, I have JetBlue, I have Waze. A lot of people know about Waze, but if you don't, it's similar to Maps, but it'll let you know where there's cops. But be careful because it doesn't tell you where cops that are just not stationary are. So say like a cop that's stationary, like in the middle of the highway waiting to give you a ticket, it'll tell you where he is. But it won't tell you if there's a cop just driving down the street behind you. It's not going to tell you that. I have Skyscanner, which is how you find cheap flights. I have Hotel Tonight. Hotel Tonight is nice for if you're looking for cheap hotels, but you can't find cheap hotels months in advance. You can only find cheap hotels for tonight or like 2 days in advance. So like if I want to go somewhere tomorrow, I can find a cheap hotel. But don't plan like a trip to Cabo with Hotel Tonight because that's not a good idea. I wouldn't do it. Orbitz, because that's usually how I book all my flights, and Uber Eats. Next, I have the self-care folder. I feel like self-care is very important and very slept on. So I have these apps for that. I have Shine. The Shine app is like a meditation app, but I think it caters to Black women because it will give me, like one day it sent me a message about being underrepresented in the business world. And I was like, that's not everyone, you know? And it was really cool that it just catered to me like that. And when you listen to their meditations, it's a Black woman that's going to read it to you and like put you at ease and put you in like a calm state of mind. So that's nice. Only thing I can say about this app is that everything is not free and there's very few things that are free. So it's like I love it, but I can't love it that much because it doesn't give me a lot. But the stuff it does give me is cool. Next, I have the She Reads Truth app. This is like a Bible app. It gives you Bible wallpapers if you want to put a verse on your wallpaper. It also gives you scriptures and lets you look up different readings that you might want to do. Next, I have the Fabulous app. It also has a lot of paid features, but it will give you like motivation to set a goal and motivation to stick to that goal. So right now I'm on a water goal and it wants me to drink water when I wake up. It wants me to drink water midway throughout the day and it wants me to drink water at night. So it's tracking my progress and it reminds me like, did you get your water in? Did you do this? Did you do this? And they're all part of my morning and like nightly routines. Next, I have the food folder, which is where I keep like all my greedy people memberships. I have Auntie Anne's, which I use to go to the mall and get like free pretzels. I have Chipotle. I have My Net Diary. I also have Yelp. Yelp, honestly, if I'm not treated right, I'm leaving a bad review in a heartbeat because Yelp really helps me. Whenever I want to try something, I always log on to Yelp to see what the reviews are, and I really like it. Sometimes I leave good reviews, sometimes I leave bad reviews, depending on how you treat me. Then next, I have extras. This is all the stuff I really don't want, but I have 3 things in here actually, which I do use, which is the Apple Watch, Apple TV, and I do use Activity. Activity, I just recently realized how cool it is because you can set challenges with your friends. It keeps track of how much you're working out, how often you're working out. It keeps track of your workout history. It just keeps track of a lot of different things, so I really do like the Activity app. So that's really all I have on my iPhone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any app recommendations, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'm always open to downloading new apps and just discovering new cool stuff that can make my phone life easier. So if you have any suggestions, definitely don't hesitate to drop that comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys step back by next week. See you next time.